Guys, deluded Guna, YouTube's N'Golo Kante, another Q&A day. Now, obviously, the dynamics and the background and all them things are different. The lighting is not the best, but next week I'll be back in normal conditions. I mean, I'm at a family member's house, had 2 minutes, so if I thought we might as well do this, I can't. There's no other time of me bringing this out, guys. So the real ones out there, you lot ain't no yatties. You're just gonna hold it. You understand that that's a minor. But let's crack on with stuff. Wow, man, it's mad different recording in this. Like the walls and that, I can hear my voice. The echo is mad. But yeah, obviously because I'm not at my house. I ain't got. There's no printer where I am at the moment, innit? So had to just dash that on the phone. So yeah, let's crack on, man. Got to zoom in, man. My eyes are terrible. But where should we start? Good questions as always. Look, I can't even. It's dead. You see, I can't even show you, man. But yeah, let's crack on, man. Let's start from the bottom. Make a change. Will Greg asks is, who is the team you're backing to win the World Cup, and who do you think will be the underdog of the tournament? Underdog, I'm not too sure, bro. I'm not too sure, but I know it's not really answering your question about underdogs, but teams that are going under the radar that I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of the African nations. I'm looking forward to seeing Portugal for sure, because prior to Euros, I said they've got a good crop of players. They probably won't win it. I'm looking forward to seeing Belgium. I'm not saying they're going to win it, but for years, man, I've been saying they've got this, that, and the other. It's time to now show it. Obviously, France and that. There's good little teams, man. That's a good question, and I'd have to do some research and answer that question again. And as for who I'm backing, I mean, come on, man. Brazil, of course. We're gonna do this thing this year, man. Hopefully, but hopefully that answers your question, broski. You got another one, and you've got another one, which is, wow. I need to zoom in a bit more. Will William Carvalho ever get out of the Portuguese league? I sometimes ask myself this all the time. Like, he's been there for time. No doubt all the big clubs and other clubs have scouted him. I mean, we heard even West Brom were going to buy him. So everybody scouted him. Now, there are some criticisms. Some people say he only runs in one motion, like he only gets out of one gear. So there's got to be a reason why no one's made a move. But personally, I think it will happen. Surely someone's got to have bought it. But buy him soon, and behind the scenes he might have had offers and it might have just not happened, so we don't actually know. But I must admit, it does look like he's gonna stay there forever. Good question, bro. Next one. Well, Football 101 asks is, do you think Arsenal genuinely need Jack Wilshere, and if he leaves, who can replace him? Well, it's a touchy subject, because on one hand, no, Arsenal clearly don't. There's other midfielders there. He went out on loan at Bournemouth, and by my logic, I'd said against PSG and them things he was needed, but he clearly wasn't. And if we bring another central midfield player in, I saw a stat that he's actually in the last 2 years played more football than Aaron Ramsey. That's mad if that's true, but on one hand, no. But for me, no brainer. I'm not getting into the contract business, but for me, you keep him. He's an Arsenal man. He's clearly good technically. You've talked about staying fit, and let's be honest, for the last 2 seasons, he's more or less been fit. I know he's probably going to miss the game against Italy in the week, and he's carrying an injury, but he stayed fit, and he's had a decent season. It's been the most, like by his own words, it's his most important year in his career. He's needed to earn this contract. We heard it was going to be signed in December. He's turned up in big games, whether it was Liverpool, whether it was Chelsea. He's been there, and we need to remember he was injured at the start of the year. So yeah, man, for me, we signed a deal, and if he was to leave, who can replace him? I don't know, but if you're gonna let Wilshere leave and Ramsey leave, you might as well just bring in that centre defensive mid, that presence, and shore up the spine. To be honest with you, obviously he's not that, but I would love Jorginho of Napoli, who looks to be off. I'd love Seri's not that either. I'd love Seri. Torreira looks to be joining Napoli. He's not that again. None of these are DM, so I'm going against my own logic. But I'd love them because they're ballers. Hopefully that answers your question, bro. Wait, that was Football 101. So yeah, I can't remember if I said your username. Abdi asks, what is the most demoralizing defeat you have encountered as an Arsenal fan? Keep up the good work. Shout out to you for that, man. Love it, means a lot. 06, because we were 17 minutes away from winning. What was it, 2001 against Liverpool? When United cheated and ended our unbeaten run. The game against Birmingham in 08. Couple of them results, Palace and them things last year. There's bear that come to mind, man. Munich. There's bear, man. There's quite a few. Insert back in the days when it was Chogbar. Just insert almost any game we used to play against Chelsea and get beat up. The 8-2 against United, the United in the champs at the Emirates. There's bare things, bro. There's bare, man. There's bare shags that have happened to Arsenal. 04 when we lost to Chelsea in the champs, if I remember correctly. There's quite a few, man. Hopefully that answers your question. What have we got next? The one and pardon me, guys. The one and only Dinzinski, my guy, man. He's asked, I've been sub to you for a long time. Yeah, you have, bro. Shout out to you for your consistent support, man. But I've never asked a question for your Q&A, so I might as well start now. I know you don't like to dig players out, but for a bit of a laugh during this dead international break, could you name your all-time worst/duds 11 and include a manager if you want? Manager Glenn Roeder, in goal, Roy Carroll, Bramble centre half, Pascal Segan centre half, right back Danny Mills. We might have to leave off the top of my head. We might have to leave left back blank. Central midfield, Army Britchcroft or whatever that guy's name was, the fraud that came Arsenal for a sec. Who else? Man, there's bare frauds, man. Who else is there, man? That's a good question, man. I have to miss out a few, but I'd say Heskey up front would definitely be in mine. That's a good question, man. You put me on the spot then. I can't answer that one fully, bro, man. I should have done my homework there. That's a very good question. I can't even lie. But yeah, they're the names that would definitely be in my duds, to be honest, if I had to sit down and think about. I'm trying to think about a couple more that are coming to my head. Lupali, Bentner would be in there. Dead match Hamak, Possebong or whatever his name was of United, the Raphael and Thingy brother, Raphael and Fabio of United, Chelsea, he would be there. I'm trying to think of clubs. Wells would probably be in there, sadly, especially for his United time. Emre of that used to play for Newcastle because he was racist and they like him. That's a good question, man. I can't answer that further, broski, man. You got me there. Thanks for that question, though. Bella asks, why do people think we need a winger? We can play Aubameyang/Lacazette as two up front with Mkhitaryan and Ozil in midfield. I hear that, and that's a very good option, and that could actually achieve our success. But a big part of winning a league or trophies or just winning football matches, unpredictability. There'll be games, my bro, which that formation you said or the options you said will bang, but there'll be games where it wouldn't. So we need a winger. There'll be games where the winger team won't bang, which brings you back to your own logic. We just need different options in the side, and whether it's on the bench, whether it's in the starting lineup, there's not enough variety, man. Variety is the spice of life, my bro, man. When you cook food, you don't just use one seasoning and that. You put in bare different things and that, innit? Variety, man. Hopefully that answers your question. Keep clicking out of the screenshot. Clutch Artist asks, who would you personally pick for the first 11 for France in the World Cup if everyone's fit? So much quality is ridiculous. Again, I hate being put on the spot with these questions and I feel like I'm doing you guys a disservice, but Loris in goal. I'd probably say Varane and Umtiti. It'll probably be Koscielny, but Varane and Umtiti. Right back, none is coming to my mind. I've been put on the spot here. Probably say Dibe. Left back, Digne probably, to be honest with you. I'm being put on the spot here. Central midfield, Kante, Rabiot. You know what? Because I like Osman Dembele in the free role in central mid. I lied. Rabiot, Kante, Thomas Lemar, Dembele on the right, Mbappe on the left, Griezmann / whoever you want, Lacazette, whoever you want through the middle. That would be it, to be honest with you. Yeah. Did I say Pogba? See, I'm missing out there, man, but Pogba would have to get in there somehow. It's a good problem to have. I love Rabiot, to be honest. I think Rabiot will keep things clicking. He would work well with Kante, slightly more disciplined than Pogba. Pogba would work greatly as well. I mean, they got to the Euro final with that, so you have to respect them for that. And Clutch Artist asks, if you had to pick one past player to play in this current Arsenal team, who would it be? Either Jens Lehmann / Peter Seaman. His name's not Peter Seaman. David Seaman. Sol Campbell / Tony Adams, centre half. I'm just looking at the spine, to be honest with you. Vieira, Thierry Henry, to be honest with you. For sentimental purposes, Arshavin as well. So hopefully that answers your question, broski. Who else have we got? I think I missed out some of the questions. Mills asks, my guy Mills, shout out to you. Deluded, you're killing it, shout out to you. Thoughts on, thank you for that, bro. Thoughts on how Wenger can excel as a member on the board? Well, I wouldn't want him to get involved too tough, but I'd need him to be in an advisory role. I mean, on one hand, he needs to leave the club, and I admit that, but if it was another manager, would they turn around and get Aubameyang and Mkhitaryan? Not that they're world-class players or anything like that. No disrespect to definitely Aubameyang. These are the sort of things, and even if we look at things like Arsenal have been a joke for years, but he's convinced players to come to this club. He's convinced Ozil to sign. Even when we were a joke, Alexis joined our club, and Liverpool offered him more money. So if we look at, regardless of how we feel about Wenger, if we look at someone with these skills, he clearly knows how to sell dreams. Like let's not gas it. If we were ballers sitting in a room like this and Wenger was across the room, you know he can gas you, make you want to sign for the club. So I'm all for Millerstadt, the new manager, Millerstadt, all these other new dons confirming the signing, and then if it comes into a bidding war where things make the difference, Wenger chat to him. Look at Ramsey. They agreed a fee with United. He was going to go to United. Wenger flew him, and the thing happened. Nasri, there was interest for him. It makes the difference. Look at Hazard, United and Chelsea fighting for Hazard. What tipped it? The fact that they have the Champions League. Again, I'm not comparing the Champions League to Wenger by any stretch, but you get what I mean by fine margins and things in the need for just offering incentives and negotiations. It won't guarantee success, but things along that nature. I mean, the man's qualified in economics. He's had to be a transfer expert and all other jobs away from being a manager. So they are skills that can be helped on the club. He's warped. He's having a very hard time separating his decisions from Arsenal's, and he's behaving a bit selfish. But there's no denying that if you just look at it as unbiased as possible, the guy could benefit the club in many regards outside of it. So hopefully that answers your question, man. What else have we got? I think that's it, to be honest. I don't think I'm missing out any other questions. Hala Madrid asks, does Zidane need more credit for his tactics in the second leg against PSG? He played two central defensive mids, Kovacic and Casemiro, and two hard-working wingers in Vasquez and Asensio. Yeah, you could say that. I mean, he's a Real Madrid manager, so he's got to be able to do these things, but you could say that, broski. Who else has asked the question? We've got one last one. Smith asks, DG, could you do for your Q&A or make a video? I can't make a video on this, bro. What's your perspective on the media? Because I watched the Football Terrace, and I'm an Arsenal fan, and the Football Terrace kind of exposes the propaganda and bias that the media, Sky Sports, have against Manchester United. Well, yeah, I mean, people, you know, in today's day and age, these journalists, their opinions aren't scrutinized and they get to make money easy. They just say some controversy stuff, they just say some mad stuff, and they'll get paid. I mean, they can write any story they want about Jose. They'll praise Poch for things and kill Wenger for certain things. Yeah, man, it's all about perspective, and they create their own little biases and agendas. And when it comes from respective sources, people buy into it and think it's gospel. For instance, if I say right now Messi's a good footballer, people will be like, yeah, he's a good footballer, but is he really? Can he do it and this? Can he do it and that? If someone from a reputable source, or let's just say Thierry Henry, because it's in my head, I'm not saying my opinion is bigger than his, if he says Lionel Messi is a better player, a sick player, man are going to leave it at that. So do you get where I'm going? The media is a massive problem, and I don't feel they're scrutinised and called out enough. I mean, Ozil got in trouble for calling out one's nonsense when they weren't giving them a chance. Definitely have a bias against United, definitely have a bias against Arsenal, to a degree, a lot of other clubs as well. Yeah, guys, Deluded Gooner, YouTube's N'Golo Kante. Let me get out of you guys here, man. Q&A done. Like I said, man, get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest. Next Friday and Sunday we go again. I'm out.